SITREP World Briefing for July 4, 2026. Insurgents launched coordinated attacks at multiple locations across northern and central Mali early on Saturday, with the Malian army saying the assault hit several towns as well as a prison in Keniaroba in southwestern Mali. The operation struck at least 5 sites, according to the army account. The attacks were concentrated in areas where government troops and Russian paramilitary forces have maintained a presence. Northern Mali has long been contested by jihadist groups tied to broader regional insurgencies, as well as Tuareg armed movements that have repeatedly challenged Bamako's authority. Police in Monaco were searching for a Ukrainian woman suspected of planting a bomb that injured 3 people, including a tycoon of Ukrainian origin who had been under sanctions. Investigators said the suspect was disguised as a man and believe she may not have acted alone, while an international alert was issued through Interpol, as authorities widened the manhunt beyond the Mediterranean Principality's borders. Authorities believe the suspect spent days casing the attack site before the explosion, an indication of planning that has pushed investigators to examine whether the bombing was part of a broader operation rather than an isolated act. Because Monaco hosts wealthy foreign residents, major financial interests, and prominent visitors on a very small territory, an attack targeting a sanctioned businessman carries wider implications for security, organized crime, and political retaliation in a jurisdiction that depends heavily on its reputation for stability and discretion. President Donald Trump formally launched the national observance of the United States' 250th anniversary with a speech at Mount Rushmore on July 3rd, the eve of Independence Day. At the South Dakota Monument, Trump praised American exceptionalism, invoked the country's founders, and urged Americans to defend the freedoms they established 250 years ago. The ceremony also featured a military flyover. In the address, Trump argued that the nation should resist what he described as a communist threat from progressive Democrats. That message tied the anniversary kickoff directly to his broader political language, blending commemoration with campaign-style contrast at one of the country's most recognizable monuments. Trump's choice of venue signaled that his administration wants the year-long 250th anniversary programming to emphasize founding ideals, national pride, and cultural conflict as much as historical remembrance. The timing matters because the speech did not occur on July 4th itself, but on July 3rd, when Trump ushered in the anniversary before the formal Independence Day celebrations. That distinction places the Mount Rushmore event as an opening ceremony for a milestone that will shape public programming, presidential messaging, and civic ceremonies across the country during the 250th year. By centering his remarks on the founders, liberty, and ideological struggle, Trump used the kickoff to define the anniversary in explicitly political terms. Sources and the full written briefing are available at sitrepbrief.com.